Alright everyone, this is Childline, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get the new cape, which you get from the fight kiln. It's called the TokHaar-Kal. As you can see the stats here, and the look of it isn't the greatest looking, but it's the best cape on the game at the moment, well, except for the completionist cape. So, well, strength wise anyway. So in this video I'm going to show you how to get the cape without any nex armors or sigil spirit shields. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the setup and show you what to put in your pack yak and an inventory setup and some prayer bonuses and all the stuff and some tips that can help you get through the caves. Alright guys, I'm back and this is my gear setup. I used Veracs with Blessed Spirit Shield, Celtic Rapier, Soul Wars cape, all that. All the good stuff for the prayer bonus and some decent defense bonuses. I used broad bolts because they are cheap. I also brought a Celtic crossbow switch with a Corill's top for ranging with broad bolts, so it's nice and cheap, so I kept the Soul Wars cape. And for my mage I used the Polyforce staff with Ganodermic because I couldn't afford, well, I don't have Storm of Armadyl, so and I couldn't afford Virtus or anything like that. And I used a rune pickaxe because again the dragon one's too expensive, well, for my liking anyway. So now I'm going to show you what to do with your familiar and your setup. Alright everyone, this is the setup you should use. If you're using the same gear as me, then this is what you should use. You should fill your yak completely with Sour Brews. This is because with the extremely high prayer bonus that you're going to have throughout the caves, you are not going to need much prayer at all. I've tested this out and it's by far best to do this, but during this actual attempt I only brought one spare yak, and my yak actually ran out on the 2 jads, so I had to get my uni out, drop a load of stuff, and I actually had quite a lot of brews and super prayers I had to leave on the floor, which was disappointing, but I still managed to get the cape in the end. So as you saw, fill my yak up with brews. Now you want to bring 2 brews in your invent, so that's a total of 30 brews in the unicorn. You want to bring 6 super restores. These are for the final boss and waves when you're getting combo and you have to brew up and restore. 4 super prayers just for only drink these when you need prayer only. And then 4 overloads and 4 prayer renewals. Now once you've done this, make sure you've got your Ganodermic switch, your range switch, and your pickaxe with you. And then once you've done this, overload up, restore your health, drink a prayer renewal if you've got one. I did get one out of the bank, but I actually forgot to drink it, which is pretty stupid of me. So now here I'm overloading. And you got to restore. So now you overload, drink your sour brew, your monk, eat some food, it doesn't really matter as long as your health's back to full. Restore, and I forgot to drink my prayer renewal, but make sure you do that because that'll help you throughout the first wave, not losing any prey. Then you want to get your stuff back out, your 2 brews, you want to have 6 restores and 2 super prayers altogether. So that's a total of 10 prayer pots, I suppose. Then you want to go in, and now I'll give some tips throughout the kiln. Alright guys, on the first wave you want to go to the northeast corner and kill the ranger. Really quick, you use melee on this because the rangers are weak to melee, the melees are weak to mage, and the mages are weak to range. It's combat triangle based, and then you hug this wall here to trap one of level 100s, and the other one will get trapped behind the ranger. And then once this is dead, you go and kill the next ranger, and then you finish the 2 melees off with the Polyforce staff and just pray melee on them, and that's that wave done. Now I've skipped a few waves out, and now on wave 4 you want to go to the northeast corner where you did the first wave, and now the first mages are going to spawn. So what you want to do is you want to kill this major as quick as you can, and then pray range as soon as you see the rangers with Ganodermic on, so you can tank out the mages hits. Another mage is going to come as well, and you have to tank these mages, or you can choose to tank the rangers in Torag, but I've tried both methods and personally I think this one's better, but you get torn both ways to be honest, so you might have to drink a bit of brew on these waves, but it's alright because these waves are actually some of the worst ones if I'm being honest. The ones where you've got to melee because you can't protect yourself from anything, but later in the waves I'm going to show you what to do. So I'll resume when we get to some of the higher waves, so just finish these off, soul split flicking to get your HP back, and that's about it. Alright guys, there's one thing I forgot. On wave 5, go to the northeast corner, attack the dill, and then run straight south. The reason you attack it is, if you don't, he's going to come looking for you around the cave, so you attack him, run south, and you lose his interest in you, and then you can just finish the rangers off. And in case you don't know what to do with the dills, you want to lure them over to the middle rock, and then they get trapped on one side. So as you can see here, he's about to get trapped. If not, you can just lure it. So once it's trapped, all you want to do is hit it and move back, and then you got to wait for its HP bar to disappear, and then hit it and move back again, as you can see, and it'll take you 10 hits to get the dill shell off, and then you can kill it. One wave that you don't want to know about is wave 8, and this is where the first level 400 spawns. It's the Ketzek of the fight kiln. Now what you want to do is, you want to stand on the northeast side of the rock, wait for the 360 to come over, sorry, the 400. It's going to lure itself on that rock, and then you put your crossbow to long range, step to the northwest side of the rock, and then you can actually range the monsters on long range without getting hit by anything else. So everything that's trapped behind that rock in the future waves will not be able to get you. Alright, another wave you need to know about is going to be wave 10, and this is where the first Jad spawns. So as I said, at the start of every wave in this kiln, you want to wait on the northeast side of the rock, like I am here, and the first Jad of the cave is going to get stuck, like everything else behind that rock in every other wave is. So when you do this, you want to step out, attack the Jad, watch his attacks. As you can see, they've changed slightly, but basically you just want to watch what he's doing. You want to kill him, and then after that you want to go onto the ranger over there. And then once that's done, then congratulations, you're on to the next set of waves, and the next Jad will be at wave 20. Now for the next 10 waves or so, there isn't much to really any advice to give you, except you make sure, as I've said before, you stay on the northeast side of the rock. Now doing this, as you can see, if the ones are on the northeast, you want to step one west and then back, and you can attack that on long range and kill it. And the same to the ones on the west, you want to step one east behind this rock, make sure you don't move out, and then you can long range the other one. So as you can see, the monsters in this cave do actually hit slightly through prayer. This is why you do this, to save food. One trick that I like to do on the waves with the 400s is soul split flashing their hits. So like you miss one of their hits, the one that you can't time the soul split with, then you can do 3 more hits on rapid with crossbow, and you miss out one, and then you can do another 3. Now this is not recommended unless you're very good with your soul split flashing, but this helps to out hit what they hit through prayer. One thing I'd like to note here is that my recorder actually stopped working from waves 18 to 29 of this attempt in the kiln, so a lot of you are going to be wondering, like, where's the guide on wave 28 where all the dills come. Don't worry, I've got some footage of another attempt I did. It was my first attempt at the kiln. I did it after watching, just like while I was watching Runescape's live stream, and I was tied on waves pretty much with James, and well, here's the result, and I actually managed to lure the dills. Alright, so as you can see here, you want to run to the southeast after wave 27, pray magic, and wait for the dills to spawn. And then once the dills actually do spawn, which is right now, you want to stay here, get the dill, get the next dill that spawns behind it. Then you want to run down a little bit to the north, run straight back up to the south in the middle, get the ones over there, keep spamming brews because these dills do a special attack which absolutely wrecks you. And then you want to get here, trap it behind the rock, and as you can see here, I actually had them trapped, but like an idiot I stepped back off a misclick, and I had to tank a dill. Now if you do have to tank a dill, like I did here, I tried to relure them but it didn't work, and I ended up having to tank one of them. So if you do have to tank one of them, all you got to do is use your invulnerability and just break its sting, and then polypore it to death quickly. Now the wave after, which is wave 29, 6 melees are going to spawn level 300. All you got to do is put your polypore on and just pray melee and kill these, and then a Jad's coming the next wave, so look out for that. But yeah, just keep the ones trapped behind the rock, step one out, and then attack them without getting hit. At the start of the wave 30, where the Jad comes, all you got to do is stand on the northeast side as you do it every wave. 3 melees are going to spawn, 2 of them are going to be on you, and Jad and 1 of them is going to be trapped on the other side of the rock. So all you want to do is get your Ganodermic on, kill these 300s, the ones that are on you anyway, and then pray mage or range, whichever you prefer, go out and then take Jad out. Kill Jad with polypore, because the first Jad in the cave is weak to melee, the second one is weak to range, and the third one is weak to magic. Along with the waves, that's how like the waves go, and that's how the Jads go. So yeah, just do that and don't panic and keep going. Now after you've killed the Jad and the Amelia, level 300, all you got to do is wait for the next wave, and 4 rangers are going to spawn, and all you've got to do is take them out with melee really fast, and then obviously get on the northeast side of the rock and wait for the next wave. Now the wave after, which I believe is wave 32, 4 melees are going to spawn. So now you want to just put your polypore on, Ganodermic or whatever mage gear you've got, take these out really quick and wait for the next wave. So this is wave 33, and in case you haven't noticed a pattern, 4 mages are going to spawn this time. So all you want to do is quickly take these 4 mages out and then wait for the next wave, and there is going to be a Jad on this. On the next wave, the guy's going to speak to you, and he's going to actually, when you spawn back, you're going to be on the south side of the rock, so you've got to run to the north and then wait as you always do. Jad and the ranger are going to get trapped on the south side of the rock as always, and then you just got to polypore the 180 who comes over, and step out, switch to your range gear, melee gear, it doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer to kill Jad with, and then take him out, and then take the ranger out and wait for the next wave. Now on wave 35, you are going to encounter another Jad, but this time Jad actually spawns on the northern side of the rock for the first time in the caves. I think Jagex did this to throw you off, because he's been spawning the same corner throughout. So what you've got to do on this wave is equip your polypore and your Ganodermic, kill the melee that's on you, but make sure you keep your eyes on Jad's attacks and make sure you're focusing on that. The melee will not hit you very much, if any. I actually don't think I took any damage from him, which is obviously a bonus. Then after that, kill Jad, kill all the other monsters, and wait for the next wave, which is the double Jad. Now if you've made it this far, congratulations. Wave 36 is the 2 Jads. Now you can actually safe spot the Jad, as you can see, they're both trapped at the moment. Now what you want to do is stand on the northeast side of the rock when they spawn, and again, they'll both get trapped. Step out to one side and kill one of the Jads, and then move over to the other side and do the same. Now my yak actually ran out here, so I had to get my uni out and stuff, but hopefully your yak won't have run out and you'll be good to go. You only need about 3 super restores for the boss, so make sure you keep a lot of brews if this happens. And well, if you made it this far, well done, because now you have to fight TokHaar-Kal. His actual head doesn't do any damage to you, his tentacles do though. He has range ones, mage ones, and they can both do random melee attacks on you. So what you want to do for this is make sure you've got your Torag's tank on and you pray mage. The reason you do this is because you can tank the range hits very well in good armour. It's best if you have Torva, but of course this is not a guide for next armours and spirit shields, so you are still going to get hit quite a lot, but use your constitution crystals if you have them. Keep your HP high, and yeah, just stick to the sides where there's not a lot of tentacles. And when TokHaar-Kal's head comes up, make sure you put your Ganodermic on, your polypore, pray ranged because you can tank the mage hits with it on, and yeah, just keep polypore on his head, and then once he goes, attack the tentacles and your Torags again, and just keep the process going. Don't die, safe up, and yeah, hopefully you'll get your cape. So good luck, and I'm going to fast forward and skip some parts of the kill to keep the video shorter with some music on. So good luck to everyone who watches this guide. Give it a like and a favourite, it helps me out a lot. So thank you all very much, and goodbye.
I was sitting on the beach, staring at the light. Well, got a cigarette and you were there with the light. What you trying to do? Looking in my eyes. Pretty boy, step back. You don't wanna take this ride, but if you wanna talk, well, first you gotta listen. I ain't like those other girls that you've been missing. I do it all alone, queen on my throne, one of a kind. I'm in the league of my own. And get your hand off my hip and kiss my lips, kiss my lips, kiss me all over. Are you gonna take that risk? Take that risk, 'cause we're only getting older. I said kiss my lips, and do it all over. I know you weren't expecting this tonight. Get your hand off my hip and kiss my lips, kiss my lips, kiss